Good morning. So I am Mama Bear to many. I have 12 children still at home, and we're just sharing what we're doing here. So this morning we are going to prep some potatoes, and we're having ham and potatoes and glazed carrots for lunch today, and then we'll carry that over and have that for dinner tonight. So we are going back to a one ingredient menu, and I thought that I would share that with you all. So for January, we are doing our one ingredient menu, which means this. We buy things that are just one ingredient, like a potato, a carrot, hamburger, any type of meat, like just one ingredient foods. And we purchase that, and then maybe we mix things together to make like a glaze or a sauce or something like that. But it's just one ingredient. We're not having any fillers. We're not having any extra things. We're not having any like add-ons for things. Just one ingredient. We want to clean up our systems again and get back on track, and that's what we're doing. So we want to try to this month include a lot of greens as well. So just for health purposes, a couple of us need to kind of reboot our systems, and so we're going to include more smoothies and more salads. So for breakfast this month, we are having either eggs and smoothies or oatmeal. So every day will either be eggs and smoothies or oatmeal, depending on the day. If we feel like going above and beyond, then we will go above and beyond. I mean, eggs and smoothies could be fried eggs, it could be scrambled eggs, it could be like an egg bake type thing, it could be a quiche, but basically like eggs and whatever. We have some pork sausage, so I might scramble that up and then add some eggs to it. I might have some potatoes and add some eggs to that. So it will be some type of egg and smoothie. And then oatmeal with whatever we have to go in the oatmeal. Okay, so we are starting January. I have nothing for the Sunday because that's actually in Sunday the 1st, because that's kind of going to be in my 31st of December menu. Okay, so my weeks are pretty much looking the same for a number of reasons. One, it's just more simple. We're trying to move into more of a minimalistic schedule, lifestyle. We want just things simple, easy, so I don't have to think so much about food. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes like my brain just gets so overloaded with all the things that have to get done that I just feel totally on overload. But at the same time, I don't want to be eating like instant junky foods. I want to feed my family nutritious meals. So it looks fairly similar, but a little bit different. So Monday, I just wrote meatballs down, and this can be a variety. I've already prepped these meatballs. So what I should say is what the plan is all the meats we're going to prep and have situated, and then we'll just be able to pull the meat out of the freezer and then just add the sides to it each night. So all of us together on one day, we'll share that with you. On one day, we'll be preparing all these meats, and then we will have that for the month. So meatballs, I actually already have enough meatballs because I made a bunch of meatballs for right before Christmas because we were going to be using them for Christmas. And I figured, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do it. So I did a bunch of meatballs for Christmas. So I'm pretty sure I'll double check the numbers, but I should have all the meatballs. Now, if I write meatballs on here, we do not have to have spaghetti and meatballs. Everyone just assumes, okay, spaghetti and meatballs, okay, meatball grinders, like anything like that. No, you can have rice. You could have rice with sweet and sour meatballs. You could have meatballs over a salad. You could have meatballs with pasta. You could have meatballs with a potato. You could have meatballs next to a sweet potato. It's just a meatball for us is a nice sized portion that we can portion out for our children. So sometimes we might have a sweet and sour type sauce. Sometimes we might have like a tangy sauce. These can be store bought, like paleo approved sauces. They can be homemade sauces. They can be pretty much anything, So it will just be like different flavored, if you will, meatballs with different things. So all I did was write meatballs. And that will depend week to week what I'm going to serve with that to kind of change it up a little bit. So then on Tuesdays, so it will be Meatball Mondays and then Taco Tuesdays. So tacos will be 4 pounds of hamburger. Why did I write this down? Okay. 4 pounds of hamburger and then some beans, like half a pound of beans. We'll mix that together. I might mix some vegetables in there. That will be our taco meat. I will add beans. Not all paleo do beans. We're going to do a little bit of beans, but we want to make sure that it's really low. So we're going to have beans in there and some other vegetables in there as like a taco meat. And then that can be used for tacos if you wanted to use for tacos. We don't do tacos per se because we can't get organic corn tacos. We can eat that on chips. So they would get a bowl of chips. We have different kinds that we can get. We can get organic corn chips. We can get red quinoa chips. We can get quite a few different types of chips. So we would have the taco meat over the chips. We can also have a taco salad. We could also make that taco meat into a taco soup. So there is tons of different things that we could do in that whole realm of taco. So Taco Tuesday. So every Tuesday is going to be tacos, but it's going to look totally different from week to week. But what we'll do is we will prep all of the taco meat for the month. So that would be 5 weeks. The 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st is all going to be the taco meat. So Wednesdays is going to be my chicken day. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do cranberry chicken and buffalo chicken this month. And so we'll prepare, it'll be 2 bags of cranberry chicken per meal. So I'll do 4 bags of cranberry chicken, and then I will do 4 bags of the buffalo chicken. And we will have those all prepared. So that chicken could be served with potatoes. It could be served with rice. It could be served with sweet potatoes. All of these meals are going to be served with a side salad, which could be a main salad or whatever the person who's eating it is going to want. Sometimes I think some of the older people might have a salad with like the chicken on top of it or meatballs on top or whatever. It really just depends on the person and how they want to personally fix their plate, but you will always have the salad there. Okay, so Thursdays is going to be pork chops. We agreed that we really all pretty much the favorite currently is maple mustard pork. So we are going to do a single bag of maple mustard pork because on Thursdays we're usually gone one of the meals doing a homeschool thing at the library. So we would only need one meal to be able to eat. So we will be doing maple mustard pork for those meals. The other meals are going to be 2 meals. So lunch and dinner would look the same. On Fridays, I have every other week. So salmon would be for every other week. I would have salmon with arugula, an arugula salad, and probably a sweet potato. And then the other 2 weeks are going to be fish patties with the fish that we caught last year, and sweet potato, probably sweet potato fries with that one, and a side salad. A lot of times what they like to do is throw especially older people will throw salad down on the plate, put the fish patties on top, put some tartar sauce, homemade tartar sauce right on top. For our tartar sauce, all we do is we just put a bunch of mayonnaise in a container and add some relish, some homemade, we have a zucchini relish. So we'll add some zucchini relish to that. Okay, so then Saturday, we're going to have leftovers for lunch, and then we're going to have some sort of big meal. So we would have, my husband gets home usually earlier on Saturdays than he does the rest of the week. So even though he's not there in time for supper, he usually will eat supper when he gets home because he's home early enough to be able to do that, like 7 or 8, something like that, rather than like 10 or whatever, 9 or 10. So we will have turkey on that Saturday, and then on Sunday we'll be having the leftover turkey. And then the 14th would be a pork roast, and then we will have leftover pork roast on the 15th. Now, if you don't have enough leftovers from a big meal like that, you can always make it into something else. You can make it into a soup, you can make it into a casserole, whatever you want to make it into. That's totally up to you. You be your own boss in this area. The 21st is going to be a beef roast. Again, 22nd will be leftovers. And the 28th is going to be chickens. So we'll have chickens. And then on the 29th, we'll have leftover chicken on that one. So that is about it. We feel a lot better when we're eating whole foods, one ingredient foods. And a lot of people think that it's kind of crazy to try to do one ingredient foods when you have such a big family. But at the same time, I think that it's really important that we teach our kids what real food is rather than processed foods. I do not like to have things that have 40 ingredients in something. Some things really do have tons of ingredients in it, and it's just like, what are all those ingredients? I like to know what's in them. We usually eat fairly clean, if you want to call it clean. I don't know what you would call it. But I just wanted to get back. Last month we did cheat a little bit. We had a little more sugar than normal. We had some more grains than we're used to and that type of stuff. So this plan that I had here would be paleo friendly, aside from the fact that I said that we would have oatmeal for breakfast, and aside from the fact that I said that we would be adding beans to the taco meat. And if you were paleo, then you wouldn't be having the rice, like chicken and rice. You might be having chicken and sweet potato or something like that instead. So, but overall, this is very easy to be made into a paleo style menu. So let me know what y'all are eating this month. And I'd love to hear that down in the comments. Anything special, anything that you really enjoy eating, or a different style that you enjoy doing. I know it's January, but this isn't like a weight loss thing. It's more of just like, okay, we got set back a little bit in December, but this is how we usually like to eat anyway. So I think I'm going to do another video about our snacks and what our snacks might look like. Most of that is going to just be fresh fruits and vegetables, but we do have some snacks that we use on occasion, and I will keep you up to date with those. So I hope you all have a great week. Bye. So if you enjoy watching our videos, make sure you like, and subscribe.
Like, and subscribe.